What it do, man? It's your boy D Block coming straight out the cut. Man, we jumping up on this mud today to talk about cancel culture in the LGBTQ community, or the LGBTQ plus community is what they call it now. Which you gotta think plus what? Do you gotta look around when they trying to classify pedophilia as a mental illness, and they lowering the ages of consent down in a lot of other places. So that's what the plus is gonna be. You don't believe me? Just watch. Don't take my word for it. All y'all who say, "Oh man, we ain't going for that, man. We'll ride on that." Well, look at your local blotter in the news in your local sex offender registry. Why these people ain't being dealt with? You know what I'm saying? If everybody, when it goes down, or they catch it happening, they gonna kill and all this stuff. This is what they said. I'm just paraphrasing what's been circulated to me. Okay, but I know they lying. I know that a lot of people be selling wolf tickets because they don't believe that it's gonna come to manifestation. But okay, like I said, go check out the registries. You might as well start riding on them now. Hypothetically speaking, y'all should get y'all lick in now, because the justice system, what they give them a little 2 years probation, little slaps on the wrist. You know, you got a good handful that got slayed and got 30, 40 years, but it's very uncommon. So yeah, y'all need to go check them out. And you know, feel like getting your lick back, you gotta get in the rhythm and routine of being vigilante, because they made us like docile, domesticated pet and zoo animals when we wild. Humans is wild and brutal and have been since the beginning of time, until we got domesticated and civilized, as they call it, by the United States Congress. But what made me jump up on here is I was on my Facebook in my news feed, and I seen this thing where they was trying to cancel some Virginia lawmakers and Congress people for passing what is called the gay bill. And they didn't like that term being applied to their community, which is ridiculous to me. But to be honest, man, we done allowed them to get too much power and authority. And we gonna have to get our lick, man. We gonna have to stand up for our rights, because ain't nobody gonna stand up for our rights for us, obviously. Okay, I want y'all to go look. Don't take my word for it. I want y'all to really go do your research. Look up what is called the Gay Manifesto by this dude named Michael something. It was like in the 80s. He was calling us heterosexual swine, saying he's gonna turn all your children gay, that we won't be able to escape them, that they dare us to use the F word and they're gonna slay us and hang us. This all in that manifesto. Everything that dude said in that manifesto, the gay manifesto from like the 1980s, we see that happening now. And like I said in a bunch of other videos, they tell you the play, they tell you to move before it go down. But the lawmaker, whenever I seen that and they was canceling them, that really shook me to my core. And I don't agree with it, and a lot of people don't agree with it. They just rather use it, oh, as long as they don't force it on me, then it's okay to use that as a scapegoat, because they ain't want to deal with such a large issue at hand. And by doing that, we cut our own throats. Toleration cut our own throats. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, we gonna look in the 90s, even to like 2008. You didn't really hear of a lot of gay people and transgender people. Look back when you was growing up, when you was a teenager, if you were about 25 and younger. Or even I go as far as to say, if you 33 and younger now, to from 33 to I say about 23, we didn't grow up with a lot of that stuff around us. You know, it wasn't a common thing, and it didn't start becoming common until it got put on political agendas and it was being promoted, and then all your favorite basketball players and musicians and actors and all these people started coming out, you know, and a lot of youth was probably influenced by that. It made them think, oh well, man, I love dude, I wanted to be like him, or he's gay, so I might as well turn gay. Okay, so boom, that's one step in the bucket. But you remember back when we was coming up, you know, Muzzle used the F word freely. Oh, you old fucking ass nigga, man. We ain't hanging with that nigga. That nigga's a hoe. He look gay, you know. And the people might not have even been practicing homosexuals. That's just what we call, instead of like a bitch ass dude. You know, you like, man, shut your fucking ass up, man. I'll fuck you up, you know. This, that, and the third. And if a mug was practicing that lifestyle, then they was like, they wasn't really ousted, but nobody wasn't hanging with them. And if you was hanging with them, it was kind of suspicious. Okay, years go on to about 2015, 2016, they start pushing this agenda, and now we in 2022, and it's at an all-time highs everywhere. You've never seen this much gay, transgender, lesbian, bisexual, queer, plus whatever they gonna throw in there type of cats. Okay, so at first, you know, everybody was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, because we didn't think that it would be as widespread as it was today. And this how toleration cut her throat. Okay, so boom. First was the same-sex marriage. First law passed a few states. Okay, then in a few states, you know, they we was thinking it's about rights. We didn't believe that they should be bullied or beat up, or, you know, treated negatively, I guess you'd say, just because of how they choose to rock, how they choose to use their organs. So boom, they legalized it, cool, everybody was chilling. Then the truth started coming out, because as soon as they started getting the option to marry, then they started going to churches, knowing good and well they started going to Jewish synagogues, Christian churches, like Muslim wedding planners, because they know they ain't going to no shrine. They get, you know what I'm saying, they get that work messing around with them. So then whenever the people was like, nah, that's against my belief, then they'll sue that church and try to have it shut down. Okay, a bunch of the wedding places, if they was like, oh, I'm not gonna make no cake for the same sex marriage because it goes against what I believe in, right? Well, then they sue. So then you start thinking like, dang, well, is this about y'all's rights or is it about y'all's rules? So boom, let us continue. Keep going on, they starting to get more and more rights. They able to where they get the voice. And then the majority of the states had legalized the same-sex marriage. Anybody who opposed, they either had to resign from their position or they got canceled out. Okay. Then you had the black community. They try to make them the face of the homosexuals, but we ain't. We didn't start that. We look up in Europe and all that. It's really them that was the head of it. Okay. So now we're standing up, marching and protesting for them and they rights. And when they got their rights, they done away with the black people and all these other movements. And then started turning against us. Okay. To the point they have obtained more power than the government. The cancel culture, LGBTQ community, plus community, have obtained more rights to where they canceling governors, senators, anybody who speaks against what they believe in and how they rocking. Or if you don't agree with them, you can simply not agree with them and you're an enemy. And I think that's wrong because everybody got their freedom of speech and entitled to their opinion. That's what made America such a great place, was diversification and the freedom to express yourself. So then we didn't let it get to the point where they got more power than the government, the straight male, and the black people. We was fighting for our rights and fighting for their rights, but they ain't fighting for our rights. They don't care about us. They only care about themselves, and it's gotta be stopped, man. It's getting out of hand. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of artists in the industry, they done made it rampant. In the manifesto clearly tells you their agenda, and they executed that to where they teaching this stuff in school to children from like 8 years old on up. These children don't know nothing about this stuff. Y'all just indoctrinating them. And you can't tell me it ain't a widespread thing and that it wasn't common not so long ago. And me, being a spiritual person, Rastafari, no Selassie, I'll praise the Yahweh by way of Yahshua HaMashiach. That's how I'm coming. Okay. I can be around them types of people. I can be around anybody in that community. Because they was wanting to see, oh, well, you spiritual or whatever. You believe in Christ. Let me see how you gonna treat me. But I treat you like a person. I'll never agree with it. I even tell them I agree with it. And the thing is, see, most of us, whether we Muslim, Jews, Rasta, Christian, whatever the case may be, we can tolerate these people and treat them decently. But they can't accept us. They turn against us and treat us wrong because of our beliefs, and because we ain't in agreement. And I'll never be in agreement, and none of y'all should either. And even to the point, they oppression, the LGBTQ plus oppression, had went up in the church to where they don't talk or preach about certain things in these places. worried they gonna offend somebody in these communities. Especially if they under that 501(c)(3) is a tax write-off where you know you can't preach out of certain Bibles or you can't speak on certain topics in that Bible or the Quran or the Quran. And that's what put us in the position we in now. Like, who gonna stand up for our rights? You know what I'm saying? They run the world. That when Beyonce made that song, "Who run the world, girls?" She should have said, "Who run the world, gays?" And they do. And when we get into the position we in now, man, it's almost time for a revolutionary war, man. Because if not, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be so much trouble that it almost be mind blowing. Also, another thing is they try to make it all great and prideful, but they don't tell you the statistics on the suicide rate of those kinds of people, especially the transgenders who can't reverse that process, and then they realize later on that they made a mistake. Not saying it's a mistake overall, but to these individuals, they felt like they made a mistake and they killed themselves. Cause it ain't no coming back. You done cut your wood off, you done messed your womb up. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. That they killing themselves. So I don't want to tell you that. They just want to make you think it's all good. And if you look in the scripture, it said he ain't gonna desire women. The Antichrist, he ain't gonna desire women. Well, then if he ain't gonna desire women, who he gonna desire? He gonna desire men. He gonna desire homosexuals and transgender. That's why the Baphomet with the goat head, the woman's breast, and the man phallus. You know, that's how he coming. And so eventually it's gonna be like anybody who ain't rocking like that, you know, they gonna try to deal with us. The straight people, the straight people and the gay people. This dog just walked up on me, y'all, and it scared the fire out of me. Oh my God, it was like a wolf. My heart just dropped. That's crazy. Oh my God. But yeah, I forgot where I was at. Oh yeah, they gonna do us out. How'd they get that much rights? We gonna have to fight for our rights. We gonna have to stand up like men and real women, and we gonna have to bring back the nuclear family or the nucleus of the family. Cause if the whole food chain of nature, everything went gay overnight, we'd die and be extinct in a matter of 40, 50 years. Cause ain't nothing being reproduced. A penis was made to bust a nut in a female and get her pregnant. The woman's womb was made to incubate and conceive the next generation of your seed. And we need to also protect the black women, man, or women in general, but particularly black women, man. That's the only person they birth a soul, man, a living being. Yeah, we pump the nut in there, but they carry it, they nurture it, you know, and they the only ones who can push out a living soul, the activator soul. I love my women. So yeah, we're gonna have to get revolutionary, man. We're gonna have to make some kind of straight pride movement or some kind of movement to where we can stop these cancel cultures, man, cause it's out of hand, man. It really pisses me off, man. It makes me want to do some things I can't really necessarily comment up on here. Another thing I want to talk about too is abortion. Okay, Me Too movement, Me Too movement. Oh, so y'all wanna be proud of that, right? Okay. Well, I wasn't ready for it. And this, before we get on, we wasn't ready. What kills me the most is, oh, what if it was rape or what if it's incest? Look at that's less than 1% of situations that happen. So we can just scratch that argument off the board. The second of all, where most of these clinics located at, near black and low impoverished communities. Okay, we gonna get to the founder of Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger. She was dealing with the KKK, and they concocted this plan strategically so they can snuff out black babies and get away and do away with the black race, the cancer. You don't believe me? They even got videos of her admitting it out her mouth. And then y'all want to be proud. Me too. But y'all don't know they selling these babies. They cutting this head open, experiment with a skull and trying to find out chromosomes and enzymes and all that, right? Organs, kidneys, stem cells, all that. What's the life giving force? That's what they doing. Okay, so y'all out there jacking y'all's wombs up, which is wicked as ever, and the Most High ain't gonna be cool with that. Y'all want to have abortion? Look how many people out there can't have children. And on another hand, shoot, man, I mean, you got give them to the gays, or the LGBTQ type people. They can't have children, so give it to them. I'm sure some of them want children. That's why they allow them adopt. And they probably should have more out there to adopt rather than you kill them. Which I wouldn't recommend. I really don't agree with none of them, but I'd rather you not jack your womb up and kill a soul than to get to the Planned Parenthood. Okay, and free Eric Rudolph, man. I love Eric Rudolph. See, people think that, oh, he's a wicked man and that he was just out to blowing clinics up, but he was really upset about her plan. You know what I'm saying? To exterminate the black population, and that'll always be my hero. One of my heroes, Eric Rudolph. Y'all don't never forget him, man. Long live Eric Rudolph, man. I need to write him and get in contact with him. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. Any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to tap in. And if you got any information, videos, anything you'd like to be reviewed to go over, send it to DerekRoberts597@yahoo.com, and then we'll move from there. But if you do email me, I'd like for you to hit in the comment section email, or I just say it when I check my email. But yeah, man, we gotta do better, man. We really do gotta do better. They got more rights. Well, last thing, this is a side note too. Oh, shoot, who am I to judge? Shoot, I can't judge nobody. Only God can judge. Well, listen here, stupid. God gave you sense and a reasonable mind to be able to judge. When you go to court, what are they doing? They judging. Who is he to judge me? Only God can judge me though, right? Go tell that to the guy in the court, the judge in the court. If you knew somebody was a woman beater or something like that behind closed doors, and you like, man, he a punk, man, this and that should happen, or he should do. Shoot, who am I to judge, man? I can't judge nobody. Yeah, you can judge. You know, that's what people use as a scapegoat or a crutch to not have to deal with problems. Because most people, they scared of conflict and confrontation. We become weak, domesticated zoo animals in America. Use sound judgment and righteous judgment. Where you discipline your kids, those of y'all who have them. And some people might feel that's wrong. Oh man, like the parents who don't believe in whippings. Oh, that's wrong. Do. Who are you to judge? You can't judge him. Do. Come on, man, that'd be stupid. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You got universal laws and principles out here that are not to be violated. And they just say it's what it is, you know. It ain't judging. A lot of times it's fact. People just became weak, and I'm sad and I'm sick of it. But anyway, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. That's just something that flew across the channel. You know what I'm saying? So I had to jump on here and chop it up with y'all. Like I said, man, we're gonna have the music pumping. We really gonna tie down both in, and we're gonna run this channel up for sure by any means necessary. Cause it's messages like this that gotta get out. You know what I'm saying? People need to hear stuff like this, cause you ain't hearing it nowhere. And you know, here and there, you know, I cover a celebrity or two that, you know, I really rock with or has impacted my life or has riled up society in a certain way. But I ain't really gonna be out here covering that. Yeah, I'm covering stuff that's really important. I really don't want to waste my words. I'm not here to entertain y'all. I'm here to each one teach one. We a family over here, man. And I lost a few subscribers yesterday. I guess for when I put up word of the day where it's got the scriptures and stuff in it. And maybe a couple other videos, maybe the K cop challenge. But that's okay, cause if you wasn't here, like if you don't stay, then you wasn't with me from the jump. You was here because I said something that you like and it tickled your ears. But anyway, man, we out, man. One love, one aim, one destiny. One sound, one band, one drum, one honor amongst a thug. Alright, before I check out, I'm gonna send one up. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, and thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, the honor, and the praise forever and ever. Amen and amen. It's your boy D Block coming straight out the cut. Crazy conscious content. You got it coming. Yeah.